Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Janet Yong, and in my channel I share about Feng Shui, Bazi, entrepreneurship as well as personal growth, especially in the areas of communication, success and motivation. Today is the starting of the two-part episode of the 2024 Feng Shui forecast. I'll start today with basically the lucky, wealth or auspicious sectors for the year 2024, and next week I'll share about the inauspicious sectors or the areas where you need to take care of so that you have good health, harmony as well as no accidents in the year 2024. Now, before I begin, if you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you have already subscribed to my channel, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching this particular series, and if you have not watched since you are new to my channel on the 2024 12 animal horoscope forecast, please click on this link to watch the different animal horoscopes that is actually within your Bazi chart. Now, in the first video itself, I talked about the imbalance of elements in terms of the extremely young energy in 2024. If you have missed that particular video, click on this link and watch that video to find out a little bit more about the Bazi energies in terms of 5 elemental balance. In today's episode, I'm focusing more on the Feng Shui Earth luck energies itself. And before that, I would also like to highlight that generally speaking, 2024 in the olden days is considered a year without lap chun. So what does it mean without lap chun? Now, in the old days or ancient days of China, the farmers, because at that point in time the economy is a lot more about agriculture, about the produce of the year, so therefore whether the crops will do well in that year is critical in terms of the wealth or good luck, because it actually feeds the entire economy, right? In 2024 itself, the 4th of February, which is the beginning of Lap Chun, is actually happening outside of the Chinese lunar calendar. The Chinese New Year actually starts on 10th of February and will last for 14 days. So in this case, 4th of February occurs before the Chinese New Year. So therefore, 2024 is a year where it's considered no Lap Chun, and in a year where there's no Lap Chun, economy in the Asian days will not do well, crops will not do well. So that's basically one of the key things. And the other thing in terms of 5 element balance that we're looking at 2024 is it lacks the water element. And therefore, if you are trying to activate for the wealth energies or favorable energies in the year 2024, water is a critical element. I will cover that in the next segment about where it is suitable to place water for 2024. So I'll see you in the next segment. Hi, welcome to this segment where I'll share more about 2024 forecast in terms of Feng Shui. Now, before I begin that, I would like to actually talk a little bit about Feng Shui. And if you are already familiar with the 3 kinds of luck, you can jump to the timestamp where I share immediately about the 2024 lucky sectors or auspicious sectors. If you are new to Feng Shui, then I would like to basically share with you, when we usually talk about Feng Shui, we talk about the 3 types of luck. And what are the 3 types of luck? The first one is what we call heaven luck. Now, heaven luck is more about what you are born with in terms of Bazi. For instance, the date, month, year and time of birth. You cannot really control who you are in terms of your characteristics, what you really like to do. Therefore, understanding what's in store for you in terms of a horoscope basis, your self element, what are the elements favorable for you, helps you to have insight. But you really cannot change, but you can just manage your mindset, manage about the strengths, build on the skill sets that you have. When we talk about Feng Shui, then it's really about the earth luck. So what's the earth luck? The earth luck is where you live, where you work, your environment itself. It is controllable mainly because you can choose where to spend your time, to work, especially if you are at home. So usually what happens is, if you know you actually have got great stars this year, then you want to spend time in the auspicious sectors of the year to maximize your chances of success. Now, if you have not very great stars, like those born with a dot within their Bazi chart itself, then you're looking at where can you spend your time to basically utilize Feng Shui to help you to have a smoother ride in 2024, where it is critical not to spend too much time so that your luck will not go further downhill. That's how you utilize Feng Shui. And of course, we have mankind luck, because at the end of the day, if you watch this series that I've spent time sharing on your horoscope stars as well as Feng Shui, you just choose to do nothing, or you think that because you have great stars, you are not willing to put in the time and effort and understand what is the need in the market and basically build your skill sets, especially in period 9 where everything changes, then nothing is going to drop on your lap. You still have to work hard over the years. Mankind luck, I find, actually is one of the most critical components to see whether you'll be successful for the year. And even if you have not such great luck, remember, circumstances can happen to you, but you are the one in control of what is the outcome because of the thoughts and therefore the actions that you will take, either to face challenge head on, learn from it, or to maximize your luck and do well in this new year itself. Let's move on to the next segment where I'll share how you can determine these sectors at home. If you're new to Feng Shui and you're not really sure what to do, one simplest way is actually to get a floor plan of your home, or if you have a rough idea of the map of your home in your mind, stand in the middle of your home, take the compass and find out where is the north of the home. Now in this particular case, the north, which is indicated by the red needle, is pointing towards the main entrance. There are many different types of ways that you can sector your house. Some prefer to use the pie chart compass method. For me, over the years, I think it's simplest to just take the maximum width, maximum length of a home, mark the 9 grids as shown in this particular case, where you have the 9 yellow rectangles or square within a home itself. Now, once you have done that, you can then determine the sector. Now, another way of looking at it is actually the facing direction. Now, there has been a bit of confusion where people are saying, what do you mean? Do you mean I face north or I spend time in the north sector itself? So it's actually two different things, because in this next slide, as you can see, in this chart here with the 3 arrows, it is actually facing northwest. Now you can be standing in different parts of your home or the different sectors of your home. One's in the living room, another one in bedroom 3, the other one in master bedroom, facing out. That's the northwest direction, but in different sectors of your home. So that's the key difference between sectors and facing. I hope I've clarified that. Now, once you have marked out that 9 grids, then we can basically plonk in where are the lucky sectors in 2024. So let me explain a little bit. In this case, because the red arrow as shown by the compass in the floor plan itself is pointing towards the north in the center front. So therefore, once you plonk in north, you can plonk in the different sectors of your home itself. Then from there, we will look at how do we activate the lucky sectors of 2024. So for that, we can actually utilize the 5 elements, and most times represented by the red color arrow, it's the productive cycle. So when we're trying to enhance a sector itself, besides spending time doing the relevant activities, we can use the relevant elements. For instance, the wood element is produced by water, the fire element is produced by wood, the earth element is produced by fire, and within earth itself, Mother Earth, there's also the minerals, which then earth produces metal, and when you melt metal, metal basically turns into liquid form, therefore metal produces water. Then there are the other 2 cycles. One is the exhaustive cycle, the other one is the destructive cycle, which I'll cover a little bit more in the next episode next week, where I talk about how do you control or exhaust the unlucky sectors within your home such that it does not disturb you too much. So first, Let's take a look at 2024. Where are the lucky sectors or the wealth or auspicious sectors? The first one is actually the southwest sector. Why is this the case? Because the southwest is where the number 9 star is, and in 2024, the beginning of period 9 becomes a wealth star. So for those who have followed me for some time, you know that 9, because of its element is fire, it can sometimes magnify good or magnify bad energies. But in this case, starting from 2024, 9 actually becomes the wealth star. But the wealth, compare that to the number 8 star, which also is the wealth of the previous period, 2004 to 2024, February 3rd. That is also a wealth star, but there are differences between these two wealth star. The 9 wealth star, because the element is the fire element, represents more of the online e-commerce, lots of changes type of wealth, the new product creation type of wealth, or if you're trying to build multiple streams of income, this is one good sector to spend time. The other sector, which is the number 8 sector, is still an auspicious white star, though not as strong in period 9, but it represents more of the regular type of income, as well as good relationship. So therefore 9 and 8 are still pretty good stars, but 9, it's faster, like a 20-year-old man running towards wealth, whereas the 8 may be slightly slower because it's a previous period wealth, so it's like a 40-year-old man, but both are still wealth, just different types. One is faster, more online fire element, one is the more stable earth type of element, and both areas are also great actually for spending time for building good relationship. That's one. Two, remember earlier on in the introduction, I talked about 2024 being a year that lacks water, and if you are looking at actually activating for wealth flow, creating the energy to bring in new sources of income for you or new increase in revenue, then water element in the southwest would be great. And this can be created with a water feature, and what the kind of water feature you are looking for is not the kind that actually has to climb up many steps and then flow down. What you would like to is, because it's actually a water that you want to hold on to, therefore the base of the water feature should be big. That's how you look at what is the right type of water feature, and you can have that in the southwest of your home or the north of your home. However, be aware that water, in terms of activating energy, should only be used in what we call young energy areas. What are young energy areas? These are basically areas where you will do more young activities, like doing your work near your main entrance, and it should not be in your bedrooms or in the kitchen, service, balcony, or toilets. So where you place the water features are also critical as well. Now, then the next good sector we can look at, especially if you have children who are studying or you are aiming for career growth, career success, and victory luck, the number 1 star, which represents literacy and success star, is great. And then you have what we call heaven luck. Heaven luck can be in terms of unexpected wealth, unexpected help, as well as if you are trying to problem solve, especially for a couple of the animal horoscope signs that I mentioned in the 2024 forecast series for animal horoscopes. It's a great area to think about your problems and then think of how you want to resolve them. Or for children, if you are looking at solving mathematical problems, this is also one good area to basically spend time doing those relevant work. The other place that is great in the new year is the northwest sector. So you can use the northwest sector if you are a child studying, or if you are learning something to do research. That's a great area. If not, number 4 is also a great area for building relationships, looking for loved one, or networking. So you would like to basically find that special someone and you're trying to search online to know what are the activities to participate, you can spend time in the northwest. Or if the northwest is an area where you can display flowers, which ideally is not in the toilet, in your bedroom, but in the living room or young space, you can then have flowers bloom before the activity itself, so that the pollen rests on you and you basically will have great networking luck, just like the bees transferring pollen from flower to flower. in the northwest sector, and then when you go out for your activity, you enjoy extremely good networking opportunities during that time itself. So let's take a look at, when we look at all these sectors within a home, how would it look like? So in this particular case, you can see that the southwest actually is in the master bedroom. Master bedroom is where you spend time. If you sleep, then it's not going to do so much from a wealth attraction perspective, but you can focus more on savings. But if you do have a study test or work desk in the southwest master bedroom, it's a great year to think about the additional stream of income. In this case, the 8 relationship star, 8 auspicious white star, is actually mainly in the yard, so there's not really much we can do, so we won't activate the number 8 star or in the north in this new year. Then if we were to look at the number 1 star, the number 1 star is actually part of the dining and part of kitchen. So where you can basically spend time, if your children would like to study, would be in the dining area, or you're thinking about your career, you're working from home, this is a good area to work from as well. The number 6 star is great in this case because it is actually the main entrance area. So this year, the entire family will enjoy generally good helpful people, or if you want to resolve problems, that would be a good area. And in this case, you have northwest, which is the study star, is part of one of the bedrooms, so spending time in this bedroom here will be great for doing your study, researching as well. These are all the great sectors for the year in 2024. I hope you have enjoyed this particular session. I've also included further write-ups about 2024, and for some of you who asked about how to activate, what are the items to activate, I have it actually within the link that I'm pointing to here right now. So you can actually go to this link, read up and find out more from the website on 8 treasures. I'll see you next week, where I'll share with you about 2024 inauspicious sectors and the areas that you need to watch out for, especially if you have the animal horoscope of the dragon and the dog in 2024. I'll see you next week. Goodbye.